Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So as always, if you like this video, feel free to like and subscribe. We do all kinds of videos on this channel. It is not just Marvel, it is my wonderful random place on the internet to talk about everything that I love, any kind of fandom, all kinds of fandoms, especially the Disney parks, which we're about to get into today. It's been a hot minute since I've done a Disney parks video, so here we go. What we're going to be talking about, one of my personal favorite things, and I hope it is yours too, food. So we're going to talk about my top places that I like to eat at in the parks. I did like 3 and then kind of like a bonus item. I tried to incorporate a sit down and a quick service option. So obviously sit downs are more expensive, whereas quick service is going to be on your cheaper side, depending on your preference. But these are places that my family and I have loved going over the years, and I thought I would share them with you in case you are planning your next trip and you want to know where's good. Now obviously I haven't been, like I was mentioning in a previous video, I have not been since the pandemic occurred. We actually canceled our vacation last year, but hoping to go back this year. That's our plan. But for now, let's get into the video. All right, so we have to start, of course, with the Queen Castle herself, Magic Kingdom. And my #1 spot here, we're gonna go sit down and then go work our way through the list here. There's, like I said, 3 and then a bonus item. Liberty Tree Tavern. Now let me preface this by saying that if you're put off by the fact that it is a turkey dinner, do not be. They do have other entrees. My family and I personally go and get the family style buffet, which is, you've got turkey, stuffing, beans, cranberry sauce, but you have to ask for that. It does not normally come with it. They have a really good dressing that it's like a homemade colonial style dressing, bread, basically everything. Guys, it's so good. And if you are curious, the Patriots Punch there is, I think they do it, I don't think they do an alcoholic. I think they have an alcoholic and a non-alcoholic version. It comes in a souvenir mug, and that's really cool. We've gotten those before too, and that's super good. Not something that I personally drink with dinner, but my brother has had it before and he absolutely loves it. So if you're looking for something like that, I would highly, highly recommend. Since it is family style dining, it is that one set price. I'll insert it here somewhere in this video so you guys can see how much it is per person to determine if that's something you would like to do. But I happen to know that it's one of my favorites over the years. It's always consistent, always good. So it gets my big Mickey thumbs up from me. Moving on from there, let's say that you want to be a quick in and out of the park, nothing, you know, too crazy. Pecos Bills. That is located over in Frontierland / Adventureland. If you know what I'm talking about, they have that really cool pin shop over there, over by Splash Mountain. Not all the way back into Adventureland, but kind of going and shifting in towards both lands. Very, very good. It is Mexican food, so if you don't like Mexican, they do hamburgers as well. I don't know, I think that they have obviously taken away the condiment bar since then. That's when I used to go, prior to the pandemic. You used to be able to go and select your own toppings. I highly recommend the fajita platter. My mom and I usually split it, and it's good for 2 people. If you have bigger eaters, then I suggest you just get one for yourself, or you yourself are a bigger eater. That's what I would recommend. The nachos are also really good. They have different meat selections. I would check. Sometimes they do change things on there. Maybe it's not always posted on the website, so always be sure to ask. It should be up on the menu up above though when you walk in. I really like their food. Again, it's a staple that we've ate at over the years, and I think it's really good. I think you guys would really enjoy eating there. Highly recommend. Again, another Mickey thumbs up. Moving on from there, we have, of course, going into Fantasyland. Yes, Gaston's. Gaston's, they do some cinnamon rolls. They also have some, like the chocolate croissant eclair type thing. Those are really good. They're more like a breakfast, so if, like, let's say you're running late and you didn't have time to eat, you're about to miss, like, well, fast passes are not a thing right now, but when they were, that's what my family and I would always do, is we would go ride our ride and then we'd head over to Gaston's to eat a quick breakfast. LeFou's Brew, absolutely, oh, it's such a gem. It's great. Nice little place. It's very small to sit down, and with social distancing, I don't know how many people they would actually allow inside, but they do have outdoor seating as well. Very good. They also do, like, occasionally some sandwiches, and they have like a shank that you can get there, almost like a lamb shank type deal. I don't know. I don't think anyone in my family's tried it, but I do recommend them. I think they're good. The cinnamon rolls are great. I like their little chocolate croissant-y donut thing. That's also really good. And LeFou's Brew, if you like apple juice and it's got like that foam on top, oh God, it's good, guys. If you like a frozen drink, I'm sure you've heard this before, but definitely go there. Oh, let's see, what else? Oh yes, a snack. So this is one other thing I wanted to mention before we move on to the next park. The cheeseburger egg rolls. Oh my God, in Adventureland. They are so good. They do cheeseburger, they have like buffalo chicken. They sometimes change out the flavor, so you do have to check and see what the flavor is for the day. It's a little cart, so almost, it's not quite as big as like a pretzel stand. It has its own little baby, you can see it. They have like a big sign that says the egg rolls over there. But they're not always open, so you do have to go check. That is the only annoying thing about it. There are definitely times that I wanted some and they weren't open. There's no kind of set rules or times, but they're really good. So is the sauce. Oh, love them, guys. You need to try them if you haven't already. Go get yourself some cheeseburger egg rolls. Moving on from there, we are going now to my personal favorite park, Epcot. I love Epcot. I love the World Showcase in there. It's so hard for me to narrow down places to eat because there are a lot of good places. I'm not including festivals in this one, obviously. I have been to Flower and Garden and to Food and Wine Festival. Food and Wine Festival is personally my favorite. I have not been to Farts, so I can't, Festival of the Arts if you guys don't know. But I can't speak to that. I have not ate anything there. I would love to, hopefully in the near future. That's something that is a possibility and we can go around the world and try stuff for you guys. But love Food and Wine. But this is what we're talking about when it's kind of like, you know, normal Epcot time, Epcot down time, when you're just nothing really going on, no festivals. So basically I want to start with, we're going to change it up this time. Oh my gosh, I can't talk. Sunshine Seasons. It is located in Future World. That's where Soarin' is. So if you've ever gone inside that big building where it says Soarin', obviously the land pavilion, you go down, it's that big food court right there. You've literally entered Sunshine Seasons. I like the food there. They have all kinds of different stuff. They have a Chinese food station. They have like a sandwiches. They have a chicken one. They have a kids one. They have a really good dessert one. The Mickey Whoopie pies are really good in there. They also have tiramisu and all kinds of different seasonal desserts that you can try. Love it. Rose Gold Cupcake is also sometimes in there. I don't know if they've discontinued that since then, but that was a really good cupcake at one time. Love eating there. They do breakfast. I think lunch opens, I believe, at 11 a.m. But check the time and they'll tell you. Really good food. Again, good for the price. That you get decent portion sizes. If you want like the chicken, you could probably split that with somebody. And then the sandwiches are very large as well. So if you wanted to split it with you and, you know, a daughter or someone like that, someone smaller, they also have kids meals as well. But if you're looking to split a meal, it's a great place to do so. I really like it. They have fountain drinks there. It's really good, guys. I think the food's awesome. I think you guys would really like it. I've been eating there for years. If they ever took it away, I think I would cry and sob and like chain myself in front of the building because it is like literally one of my family staples and I've ate there so many times. A Disney trip is not complete without a trip of eating to Sunshine Seasons. Moving on from there. My personal favorite sit down, and I know that this is controversial because yes, you can eat it outside. And that's a big hint if you guys are huge Disney fans like us. Rose and Crown. Yes, I know that you can get the food outside, the fish and chips, but it is so nice, especially when it's a really hot, humid day, to just step inside, sit down at a table, get your Lady Grey iced tea, and your fish and chips. I also highly recommend the sticky toffee pudding. It is not to everyone's level of food or taste. I really like it. My brother likes it. It's warm custard. It's like this little sand. Oh my God, it's great. That's what I get there. We've had the bangers and mash before and the shepherd's pie. Those are good as well. They do have a couple of other different things on the menu if you don't want fish and chips, but if you're like me and sometimes you get really overheated and overwhelmed, it's just kind of nice to go inside and have the air conditioning, and then that way you're not like feeling like you're gonna pass out in the middle of like everywhere. Let's see what else we have. Oh, other favorite place to eat. This is sit down as well. Kind of cheating there, sorry guys. Via Napoli in Italy is also very good. They do the family style pizzas. They have alcoholic beverages that are really good as well. They have non-alcoholic like little Bellini, like the Pellegrino drinks. They have all kinds of cool stuff. It's a very nice atmosphere. Again, you can go up to the to-go window, but they don't have the same variety as they do inside. And it's really good pizza. I personally like the one that has prosciutto and cantaloupe on it. That's my family's favorite. It's really good. Don't knock it till you try it. I know it's weird, right? You're thinking fruit on pizza? Try it and then tell me that I'm insane, because it's really good. But that's another place that's also very good to eat. And the last thing I will mention at my favorite park, though there are so many things I could talk about at Epcot because it is my favorite, but we're gonna stop after this one, is the American Dream Slushie in the America Pavilion. Oh my gosh, it's good. It is non-alcoholic. It has blue raspberry, red, and ice cream, and they're swirled all together in this wonderful icy goodness. And it obviously is the colors of the American flag. Highly recommend getting it. It's usually over right by where they do the funnel cakes. You can get one there. I will tell you this funny story. Do ask them before you go. We had an experience one time where we literally got through, paid, and the guy was like, oh, by the way, we're out of red. Is that a problem? And I'm like, no, but now it's like an America, an American, instead of, you know, but it was funny. My dad was pretty pissed when he found out at the end that we were getting like one of the colors missing, because, you know, together they're good, but blue, if they don't have one of the colors, it's fine, guys, you'll survive. But again, highly recommend going there. Moving on from there, we're going to go on a little safari to Animal Kingdom. So Animal Kingdom, for myself personally, there's not a ton of choices, I don't think, in the park. There are a lot more snacky options, but I do find myself, for our family, it is a half-a-day park. So I find that we leave halfway through the day and then end up going and eating dinner at like our hotel or somewhere like that, or somewhere at another park. Personal preference, maybe it's full day park for you, not for me, but let's get into the food options. Number one, Yak and Yeti. Now I'm gonna preface this by saying that if you do not want to go inside at the sit-down restaurant, you can sit outside. They do have a row of tables. The only thing I will say is that sometimes you do have a little bit of a bird problem and they will come and attack you for your food. It's also, there's no air conditioning obviously because it's outside. It is covered if you can get a covered spot, but it's pretty hot to eat, and it is really good food though. I got like a Dragon Bowl last time, which had like salmon and tuna and all kinds of stuff. We ate at the inside one. Ever since we've tried it a couple years ago, the inside sit down portion, we haven't looked back. They do sell some of the same dishes like the honey chicken and a couple of dishes like that outside. So it is of like a Asian kind of fusion cuisine. You can get those outside. Again, it's just gonna be warm, but they do have a lot of the same options, and it is a little bit cheaper, but I like the inside, and also they have mango daiquiris at the inside. So, I mean, I know that there's other like places around the park that you can get those, but it's really good. Really recommend the experience. It's very pretty inside. Yeah, I really like eating there. Now, two quick services. The one is my favorite, the other one is my dad's favorite, so I'm gonna mention both of them because they are both tried and true and tested over the years. Number one, my brother and my favorite place at Animal Kingdom is probably Pizzafari. I know you're like, it's just pizza, it's not like anything special, but there's something about there. I don't know if it's the nostalgia of going in there and getting a pizza and sitting down. They have like little baby personal ones. They have like about 3 different ones you can choose from. Usually it is a cheese pizza, a pepperoni pizza, and then like a meat lovers type one. I think they also have a veggie one occasionally. You'd have to ask. And obviously I do believe a lot of Disney property has some gluten-free options, but do check that or ask the chef behind the counter, obviously before you order. But they're really good. They also have the Caesar salads as entrees, but usually my brother, because he eats way more than me, gets them as part of his meal, so that's really good. Again, I just really like it. It's nice. The bathrooms at Pizzafari are actually really nice as well. If for some reason you need to really cool down, I've gone in there and like had to reapply sunscreen before. I recommend going there. I really like the food. The next place I'm going to mention does not actually have indoor seating, but my dad really likes going there, and occasionally we'll just sit outside at Pizzafari because they do have covered umbrellas that you can sit under if you don't want to sit inside at their 4 rooms. I do like Pizzafari as well because they have a lot of seating options. but my dad really likes Flame Tree barbecue. I know that a lot of other people like it. Barbecue is personally not my favorite like food option, food of choice, so that's why I stay away from there and I just go to Pizzafarri if I'm gonna do a quick and easy meal at Animal Kingdom. But I do know that's a good option, so if you're a little bit more of a carnivore and you want a little bit more bang for your buck as opposed to just pizza, you're just not really feeling pizza, head over there. Really recommend it. Also good. They also have, I think, yeah, Zuri's Sweet Shop also, if you want to go in there. That's like a gift shop that's over in the Africa Pavilion area. That's also good if you want like little sweet treats. Sometimes they have fruit, and then they have fruit covered in chocolate and little cute Rice Krispie treats that are animals, or they have Mickey Mouse ones. Let me make sure. Oh, 2 snacks. That's right. Sorry guys, didn't mean to scare you there. 2 snacks. I do not want to forget about these. The one is a drink. The other one is Mr. Kamal's fries. Those are over in the Asia Pavilion as well. I'm gonna also try to insert some pictures in here for you guys to see. Get the fries, you guys, they're so good. They're seasoned fries and they have different dipping sauces. I think it's like 10 or something like that. Really good. Highly recommend those if you just want like something, you're like feeling like a little bit snacky, but you know you have dinner reservations later. Go get Mr. Kamal's fries. They're really good, especially if you like a little bit of a, they're not spicy, but if you like a little bit more of a kick to your fries, you'll really like them and the sauces that they come with. Moving on from there, also in Asia, it is the Shangri-La Slushie. These are kind of hard to find. So it's over by the flight show, like now it's the Up show, but it used to be like that bird show. It's right over there, that cart over in that area has them, and it's just like a strawberry daiquiri, like they're non-alcoholic. Very good. You can get them with booze in them. I opt to not, because I'm not that big of a drinker, but if you want it, you can definitely ask for it, and they have different daiquiris there as well. Very good. They used to come in, I think you can still get them, these like weird cool little flute cups. I love them. We still have them. I can't seem to get rid of them because, I mean, what the heck, where else are you gonna get a flute cup that looks like the Tree of Life? But you know, that's a Disney fan for you. But moving on from Animal Kingdom to our last park, Hollywood Studios. Hollywood Studios is up there for nostalgia with me as well. If I had to rank parks, it'd probably be Epcot, Hollywood and Magic Kingdom would probably be tied, and then Animal Kingdom is last, if you guys were curious about what my favorite parks were. So let's get into it. My personal favorite place to eat at Hollywood Studios is 50s Prime Time. Oh, love it. I love the fried chicken there. Absolutely. They used to do a Dad's Brownie Sundae. Disney, if you're seeing this, please bring back the Dad's Brownie Sundae. They do like a different version of it, but the one that I used to get was like a big old brownie with vanilla ice cream, and it had chocolate and caramel and sprinkles and whipped cream and cherries and caramel corn. I know the caramel corn, I threw you for a loop there, right? You're like, what the heck, caramel corn? That sounds disgusting in an ice cream. Do not knock it till you try it. And Disney, please bring back the original, because the other one is just not the same. I can tell, you guys can probably tell that I love sweets almost as much as I love food, if not more. But yes, that is really good. They have awesome other dessert options. They also have some really good drinks. The peanut butter and jelly milkshake is one of my personal favorites. If I'm not really feeling a dessert, I get that at the end of my meal. That's kind of what my family gets there. We get them with the collard greens. If the greens aren't to your taste, ask them if you can swap them out for another vegetable. Sometimes they can, sometimes they can't. But that is my personal favorite place to eat at. Moving on from there, that is also another sit down. Hollywood Studios, I don't find has a ton of quick service, just to preface that by saying so. That's why I'm not listing as many. They do have a couple places, and Star Wars, we're gonna get to that in a second, but they're not to my taste. Maybe you guys like them, let me know. And also Pandora, I'm not a fan of Pandora, guys. I'm sorry, Satuli Canteen just doesn't do it for me. I've tried it. Maybe I need to go back and try it again. But yeah, no, it's not for me. But the other place I'm going to mention is Sci-Fi Dine-In Drive-In Theater. This place is really cool, especially if you've got kids or you're just a kid at heart like I am. It is like a drive-in movie theater. So you go in, they do offer the cars. Now I will say that if you are a family of 4, there's more than likely gonna be a party of 2 behind you. So if that's something you're not comfortable with, opt for a picnic table in the back. They're not as cool as the cars, but if you really don't want anybody sitting with you, I don't think that they would be obviously doing that now because of everything going on, but they used to seat 2 people behind you. If you're a party of 2, not sure how that works, but that's just my experiences. They have hamburgers and like fries are kind of the main things there. They do have a couple of other entrees. I do want to preface that by saying, so check the menu before you book. I just like to get a hamburger and fry there because it's a drive-in, so I kind of feel compelled to. Their milkshakes are really good. I really recommend it. Definitely need a dining reservation though for there and for 50s. 50s sometimes you can squeeze in without one, but I want to encourage you guys to always book a reservation if you think you may want to eat there, and I recommend you like actually do that for a lot of these, if not all of them, actually just all of them, because then it's a guarantee that you have a time, you know exactly what time you're going to be there, and you have a place to eat, because a lot of times they don't take walk-ins. But they're also really good. They're a nice option. Moving on from there, Galaxy's Edge. So Galaxy's Edge, I'm a huge Star Wars fan, by the way, and so is the rest of my family. Oga's Cantina is my favorite, and I know you may, if you're turned off because it's a bar, don't be. They have plenty of non-alcoholic beverages if you are not a drinker and you don't want to, but you're a huge Star Wars fan and you still want to experience it. Definitely book a reservation, go in there. It's awesome. It's a great experience. If you watch some of my vlogs from when we were in there last time, oh my gosh, you guys, it's amazing. I will name off the drinks that we had when we were there last time. We also did opt for the appetizers because it was like an evening. I do want to recommend going later in the day as opposed to in the earlier parts of the day. I just think it's a cooler experience. I like it. Galaxy's Edge at night is like my personal fave. Really recommend. So they are the Batu Bits. Those are good. They come in like this little container. I'm gonna try to, like I said, insert pictures in here. Really good. It looks gross, but it's actually really good. It looks like a little petri dish, but it's really good. And the other thing was the Happy Boar sampler that comes with like all kinds of little different assorted meats and some kind of like pork rind type things. Really good. You wouldn't think it would be, but it's good. Moving on from there, the drinks, like I mentioned. I had the fuzzy tauntaun. That is the one that makes your lips your lip/tongue go numb, and it does, but the flavor is actually really good, and I do recommend getting that one, if not for anything but the experience alone. That was pretty cool. The Dagobah Slug Slider is what my mom got. That is that one is what my brother got. And then my mom, because she doesn't drink, is the Hyperdrive, the Hyperdrive Punch It. It is like the kids version. It has like blue Powerades, white cranberry juice. I think it's red Powerade. They list all the ingredients in all of them. Go check out the menu online. I really recommend going there. I know that the prices are really high, and there is a 2-drink limit, so that's all you're allowed there. And there is also a time limit in there. It was 30 minutes when we went, so I expect it to be the same, but always check before you go, especially with all the new CDC guidelines and everything coming into place with the pandemic. Do check that out on the Disney website before you book. But again, it's someplace that if you're a Star Wars fan, I think it's really cool, and you should definitely take your family to experience it. I do want a quick note before we end this video. I have tried the other places in Star Wars for like to eat at. Ronto Roasters, I'm not a very big fan of those. It's not my thing. My brother and my dad kind of like them. They're like those sausage things with the coleslaw. I just don't like the flavor of it. It's not for me. They also have the place where you can get lunch options with the chicken. It looks like a little chicken. I don't know. It's just, it's not my comfort food. If I'm gonna go there, I'm gonna go to Sci-Fi or I'm gonna go to 50s, but I am gonna go to Oga's because I want to drink. But yeah, that's what I recommend at the park. And I do want to throw in one last bonus item. They do have Coke slushies at Hollywood. It is over by like Gertie and all of that, like one of those little tables that you can sit down kind of along that Strand strip there. Get a Coke slushie. That's one of the few places. Sunset Sweet Pellet Spells, they used to have them and they kind of took them out, but yeah. But that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. I hope you liked it. If you did, as I was saying, guys, right before my battery died, that is gonna be it for today's video. I hope it was a good one for you. Let me know what your favorite places to eat at in the Disney parks are, if I've missed any. I did not include Disney Springs. I can go into that in a separate video if you guys would like, but let me know what your favorites are. If I missed any of your favorite snacks. Obviously, Mickey pretzels are a must for me as well, but that's not what I wanted to focus on today. But if you like this, please, as I said at the beginning of this video, go ahead and give it a like and a subscribe, and let me know. But yeah, stay tuned for more content coming this week, guys. I hope you have a good day, good morning, good evening, whatever time you're watching this. I will see you guys next time. Bye, guys.